We're back on the Vicky Gotti show.
Yes, and I'm here with the legendary master of Vogue, Vito Milan. Now, I told you I was going to get a little personal, you guys. Now, Vito, you was once with my dad. Shout out to my father, Tip. Now, Vito, I always ask people this question because I want to know, like, do you think you can be with somebody? Because people say, boom, you can't be, mess with somebody in the room scene. Two people, it can't really work. You know what I'm saying? Because the mess that goes along with it. What's your situation? Like, how do you feel about that? And how was your intimate relationship?
Um, Me and Tim's relationship was really complicated. But to answer your first question, I think that two people who are affiliated with the ballroom scene, based on the foundation of your relationship, I think it can work. It just has to have that neutral balance where you both understand that everything that goes on within the ballroom scene shouldn't have any type of effect on your relationship in itself. The people that's affiliated are always around. You have to know that you can't mistake these people as your real friends. You have to remember that you're not in a relationship with those people, that you're in a relationship with your significant other. So if you can really remember that through the course of the relationship, I think it can work, because I have friends that it has worked for. And I think that is possible.
But it seemed like, shout out to Tahiri and Ruben, it seemed like they had to leave the scene to kind of get their shit in order to make it work. Do you think, can it really work? Because, or people usually too, Vito, are doing threesomes. They adding people in. Not going to say names. I could. But, people are doing that too, Vito, to make it hot. Or, what do you think about that? Would you ever do a threesome, Vito? Like with your lover? I'm saying, would you ever add somebody in? I told you I'm gonna get personal this one.
No, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it.
I like what I like, and I don't really like to share like that. I just no, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it. So
I can get a little jealous hearted. So,
how long you and Tip was together?
Tip and I was off and on for like 5 years.
Okay. Yeah. Are y'all still good friends now?
Yeah, we're still good friends.
What about Jake Allure?
Yeah, Jake Allure and I are really good friends.
And really good friends. Now I want to get into Stasha. Shout out to Stasha. I deemed her the Queen of Atlanta when she did my show. Is that safe to say she's the Queen of Atlanta?
If you deemed her, it's safe for you to say that. No, it is.
I deemed her the Queen of Atlanta. Shout out to you, Stasha. I hope you win your pageant. What was your outcome? What was your situation with you and her? Honestly, because it was a big buzz with that situation. We were talking about the fight. What happened? Can you explain it?
No.
Well, clear it up.
I was never about to fight Stasha.
Okay, clear it up.
That whole thing with her birthday, it was a huge misunderstanding. Okay. And the way the night ended showed exactly what I was trying to talk about. It was some obvious things going on, and no matter how someone can manipulate other people to feel like they're not doing things out of spite, you always end up showing your true colors. And it's just, you can see on every battle that the ties had to be broke and how the last battle turned out. You can tell that there was some other factors into play there. As far as things with Stasha go, Stasha and I have really had a really rocky road for the entire time that we've kind of known each other.
Kind of tap?
Huh?
Because of Tip?
No, it's not necessarily because of Tip. It's because we are two very demanding personalities, very stern by nature. And it doesn't affect me in any type of way, because I'm still cordial with Stasha to this day, because I have no hard feelings. I wish no ill will towards anybody or anything like that. But that particular night, it was she who kept instigating this and making it out to be more than what it was. And because of who I am or my nature in the past, people kept grabbing me, making it seem like it was me, and it wasn't me. This is a lady, I'm not gonna attack her over something as petty as this, It's not that serious to me. But people like to make it out to be more, and after hearing everything else that was said behind it, now I know why she lashed out. And I'm perfectly fine with that. But, those are incidents that, 2 years, like, you find out about something after 2 years. You have no room to be mad. You know what I'm saying?
For people who don't know what's going on, can you explain, Vito? Just a little tab, just to let my viewers know what's going on in the ballroom.
Well, I've been really good with keeping the ballroom out of my
Business.
business, my personal
But you're on a Vicky
relationships.
show, Vito.
I know, but you know, Vicky, if you don't have the tea, I
Well,
can't. I
I
can't like
got it behind the
divulge.
scenes, but
You do get
can we
behind
get
the
it
scenes, but
for the people?
no, because this is something like I'm very protective of
Okay.
the people that I love.
I
You know,
respect it. I do respect
one of my
it.
relationships that I was in for the 3 years consistently through, everybody knows how I was with that relationship. I'm very protective of my lovers and my love because I don't love any and everybody, and I don't love as easily as other people. I'm not. You've been around. You
Right.
don't see me having a boyfriend for 3 months and then turning around and being single. I've been single for 4 years. You know, I've had dealings with people. I've created relationships without having a sense of title.
Right.
And, you know, this is one of the people that I genuinely love and care about. So I'll protect the nature of our relationship because it means that much to me.
Right. Okay, that's fair enough. Oh, that's really fair. Are you in love now?
Am I in love now or do I love somebody?
Do you love somebody now?
I love somebody now.
Love somebody now. Okay.
I'm not in love, but I love somebody.
What is your type, Vito? I'm just curious. Do you have a type?
I do. My natural affinity is for a light skin, pretty boy type. You know, pretty smile. If they got some nice color eyes, I can go for that as well. But I just like me a pretty boy. I don't want anything rough around the edges. I don't want nothing that's too dark. You know, I'm not. It's just not. I'm not prejudiced or anything like that. But I just like what I like, and I know what I'm attracted to and want to wake up to every morning.
What's your sign, Vito?
I'm an Aries.
Me too.
Shout out
Team
to the
Aries. That's why I fuck with Vito, bitch. Because we do the man I respect, and we're going to get it.
Fine.
Yeah. When is your birthday, Vito?
March 22nd.
Okay,
I'm the second day.
Okay, I'm an April Aries.
Oh, yes.
Okay, shout out to the Aries out there
All
watching.
the Aries out there.
I love Aries people.
Yeah.
Now, Vito, do you see, like, what do you see? Okay, a lot of people when I interview, like, older people and, like, you know, in the ballroom, like Letitia and the older people, how is the ballroom, like, seeing back in the day to now? Like, do you think a lot of people say ballroom is dead and, you know, it's not the same how it used to be, like, probably 1999 or 2000? What's your intake on that?
It's definitely not the same. I think the form of competitiveness has really changed over the years because it's now very political. You know, if I don't speak to you, I think I'm better than you, so you're not going to vote for me, that type of thing. And it's just a lot of people have a lot of things so misconstrued right now, and they've really sucked the complete fun out of it. You know, like I have a new daughter. Shout out to my daughter Jada Milan, who just was introduced to the scene. Jada. She has, you know, oh, this is fun to me. So she comes energized, bringing that breath of fresh air, and then she's involved in so many different situations or witnessed so many situations that make her have such a tough skin now at an early stage for ballroom. And for new people coming into it, they don't want to have to come in with guards up. You know, you want to be able to come in, learn your way, feel things out.
But did you let her know, you know, how this thing can be dangerous?
Yeah, she knows because, like I said, she's been around and seen things. She knows ballroom people and everything like that. And then she's from the pageant world. So there are some similarities, but there are a lot of big differences. So her trying to find that neutral ground is what she's working toward. But, you know, I don't want to be one of those parents where you try to dictate what somebody does. A lot of us learn by just getting out there, testing the waters, getting our feet wet. So that's the same thing I kind of want her to do to a degree, not to where it's harmful to her, but just so that she'll have her own experiences and not just what people tell her.
Right.
So yeah, but I definitely know, and it's not even think, I know ballroom has changed, and I really wish it could get back to where it's just every category, like how it was for Candyland. You were excited to see who was coming and who was bringing what and who was bringing that higher energy and competitiveness to the ballroom scene. So if we can get back to that, I think we'd be good.
Well, shout out to your house, Vito, because your house, for being that it was, you know, kind of rocky this year, it was a lot going on with that. Y'all did bring in y'all 7 points.
We did.
Deep. And y'all wasn't even deep like y'all could have been deep.
We weren't. We were 18 at a table. We had an active about 10 people walking. And, you know, we pretty much did what we wanted to do. Without a new member in sight, we brought the talents that we have in the House of Milan, because so many people think that, oh, we can't do it or we didn't have it. We wouldn't be able to maintain any type of relevancy. We proved them wrong because we showed up with what we had and we showed out compared to 116 or 76 at a table or 100 at a table. For 18 people to show up and make just as big as an impact or leave a lasting impression more than those armies of people, I think we did a job well done.
Now is this Vito? Is this your like? I swear this is another Vicky question I always ask. Is this your last house, Vito? Like, like if today could Dawn say, you know what, I'm gonna shut down this house. What other house can you see yourself in? If something just happened, the house just shut down, Milan, like completely. Where would you go?
If the Milan shut down today, I don't know. Shout out to the garçons.
I love
I
them
love the
too.
garçons. So
Shout out to Fred. I love you, Fred.
if fresh off the mind, if there was no new house starting up with people that I think I could mesh well with, because to me, a sense of joining another house, you take on a lot of the same issues that went on in the previous house, a lot of the same problems, and you got to know. And I just think that I'll be able to mesh well and be able to work better as a team with the garçons.
Yeah, so, okay, that's fair enough answer. You're Aries, so you will keep it real.
I'm the reason.
Now, Vito, back to the icon thing. Do you want to be an icon? Being that you're a legend now, do you want to be an icon for your category, or because now you're dipping and dabbling labels? So is that the new category for Vito? Are you gonna still walk and play with the legend that like the Masters of Vogue, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I do still plan to walk legendary performance and do the whole performance thing. But yeah, I just want to get out there. I'm not old. I'm not washed up. I don't have to stick myself into one category as some people do. Some people can't find another niche. So yeah, fashion categories will be the way. I still will go out and perform at certain balls depending on what it's going to give or the monetary amounts that's involved with it. But as far as being an icon, I can honestly say that to me, being an icon is a little bit different than being a legend. It's so much more that goes with being an icon that it's so much right now being a house parent. So I just want to focus more now on being the best house parent possible. And with that, if at that point I excel with being a really good house parent and being able to nurture and guide and do these things and still contribute to ballroom on the runway, then if I get to the point to where people deem me an icon, I think I will be accepting of it. But it's not something that I'm striving to do because that comes with so much more territory than just being a legend for your category.
Right. Now, Vito, for the ban list, Milan made this ban list thing and, all the fighting and the violence that goes on. What's your intake about that? Do you agree with?
Well, Atlanta.
Do you have that?
Yeah, the Atlanta Alliance, we started it. It wasn't so much about what Milan was stating. It was just so that, we put in a lot of policies and procedures here that have, over the years, been tweaked to make things flow a lot better. So I'm all for it. Although I am one of the hothead ones, I do realize that at some point as adults, we do have to have consequences for our actions. So I've voted yes for it, and our ban list is active. We don't have anybody on it yet, but our ban list is active.
That's good. Now, for the last and not least, Vito, we're gonna do my famous. I haven't did it in a while, and people was emailing me telling me I should do it. And hopefully, since you're Aries, I know you're gonna make it hot. Who needs to shut the fuck up, Vito, for the Vicky Gotti show? Like, just shut up. Sometimes it don't even mean like it's not even a bad thing. It could be a girlfriend, but just shut up sometimes.
Right now, it would have to be Milan.
Milan, shut the fuck up. Yeah. So shut the fuck up, Milan. Vito said it. Vito, if you say it, you can say it.
Brother, shut the fuck up.
And there you have it, Vito. Now, Vito, any shout outs?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the entire amazing Royal House of Milan. I want to give a shout out to all my gay kids. I want to give a shout out to Bamsy Garcon, Jada Milan, and my son Pooh. He's not really a ballroom house person like that.
Pooh that got kicked out. No. Breaking news, but Pooh got kicked out the house of Chanel.
A lot of Chanel's got kicked out.
A lot of Chanel. But Pooh made it hot and made it in the order. So everybody who don't know, Pooh was kicked out. I don't have no comment.
I mean,
you know what, Pooh? You should have been there. I mean, this was a mandatory board. This was for $15,000, baby. I mean, you should have been there. You had enough time. Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
At a point where your house had a blackout and they told you, we don't want you walking this because we need you here. And they showed up in numbers. They looked nice.
They sure did. Shout out to Chanel. I really give that. Spreading them. Yeah. Dee Dee looked it over.
Oh, my God.
Shout out to go ahead.
And that's pretty much it.
But thank you so much, Vito, for doing this for me. Pampers is a, Pampers, can you come in the camera and just say hi? Pampers is here. Pampers, I want to say hi
Pampers
to the
want to
Vicky
shout
view.
out. I mean,
Pampers,
you
just
know,
come in the
he is
camera.
one of
That's popped
those.
out. He just showed
Oh,
us
you're
his
not gonna show
hand.
your face?
Oh
I
no.
don't want to outsit y'all in
It's
this
the
video.
face
Oh
for real.
really? Bro, thank you so much, Vito, for doing this for me.
No problem.
We're
Thanks for
gonna
having me
definitely
on.
do it again. Trust me.
That's fine.
Oh, also, I want to know. People want to know. I got a question too. People want to know: are you on campus doing your ball again? Let the people know about that real quick.
Yeah, we'll be doing it again. It won't be in the earlier part of the year because we don't want to conflict with that whole awards ball time like we did. But we want to also give a shout out to everybody who came out and supported us on our first ball thrown together. It was a success in our eyes. It was a success in the eyes of a lot of people. And we are sorry about the fight. And to all those people who didn't get a chance to walk the $1,000 head to openings, at the next ball, we'll probably do that again. And we'll have that as one of our very first categories just to pay homage to those people who did definitely come out, you know? So we appreciate you.
Well, there you have it. Vito Milan, legendary, has spoken. Thank you, comment, please sub, and shout out to everybody out there.